So to be honest, at the start, when Abaana was first set up, I hadn't a clue what I was doing. People advised me, Joe, you need to go around churches and schools and speak in front of people, and I hated the concept of being in front of people. I hated the concept of actually public speaking. I didn't think it was something I could even think about doing. So I came up with loads of strange and wonderful plans of trying to raise money for children in Africa, like collecting tin cans and recycling them. I wasn't going to raise very much money with that, and even chopping up sticks and selling it as wood. These were all the silly plans I had at the start, and over time you start to learn more about what a charity is about and how to fundraise and actually bring in support of other people. But at the start, in those first few years, let's just say I didn't really know what I was doing. In 2001, we took our first team out to Uganda, and again it was a little bit of we didn't know what we were doing, first team ever, but it was amazing just to see the response of some of the people that came out for the first time. And on the team we went to a community called Mpata, and we drove up to this school, and the school literally was a shack, and the children were waving at the buses that arrived, and they were waving through the walls because the walls were just wooden planks. And it just blew me away that the children were educated in this sort of a school. And I kind of thought, what could you imagine parents dropping off children to a school in Bangor or anywhere in Northern Ireland and drop them off to a school where there was holes in the walls and there was no desks, and the chairs were simply strips of wood on a couple of planks and on the ground. There was just nothing, mud floors. And we really just felt that we needed to help this community. So after the team, we came back home and we started to fundraise for the community in Mpata, and we built our first school in Uganda in 2005, and that was Matthew Cardwell Primary. I love going back to Matthew Cardwell. I love just sitting there watching the kids and knowing that these kids were helped by so many donations from back home. I love to think about how many bricks were contributed by so many different people, and like it wasn't just one person who built the school, it was just loads of young people, loads of schools, loads of people who just contributed what they could, and because of that this community had a brand new school. Since Matthew Cardwell, we've been able to build many more schools across Uganda, and the school and education is something that Abaana is really passionate about. We want our schools to be some of the best schools within Uganda, and our aim is just to give the children a real chance. We want to see through the Abaana schools future leaders of the country, future leaders of the church, future doctors, future teachers and future people that can just bring their community really forward. There's a saying that if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him to fish, you feed him for life. And we believe that education is all about teaching people how to reach their potential, teaching people about life skills, and teaching people how to break the poverty cycle by giving them the skills just to be the best that they can be. Education, we believe, is just a real key.
I'm very glad this school was built by a Scot, and it has really helped the community. And because we have facilities here that aren't in the other schools, for example, we have water supply here, and also we have the teachers' quarters, which is not in other schools, and the education is really going on well here. Education is important because most of the children, before they brought this school, they could go into fishing. And now the children have begun to come to study, and they have begun to really improve in their thinking. And most of them began to become job creators than job seekers. And this has really improved the children within the community.